This weekend is supposed to be a special weekend, not just because Oklahoma, among others, was going to hold its annual spring game, for which we were all very excited about. It was going to be everybody's real opportunity to see both Spencer Rattler and Tanner Mordecai for the first time in 2020. Those two quarterbacks would have dominated the headlines in this area under other circumstances, right? We would have been talking about Jaden Hazelwood and how he could ascend to where CeeDee Lamb was last year. We could have been talking about Theo Weiss and what's going to happen with Trajan Bridges and Ramondre Stevenson and Ronnie Perkins, who are reportedly still suspended for the first 5 games of the season. Talking about the year 2 of what Alex Grinch's defense could look like, especially as you could see Neville Gallimore and Kenneth Murray Jr. possibly get drafted in the first round next week. Lots of great momentum coming with recruiting. You would expect to see so many other commitments in the 21 class on the horizon. We would be talking about what this means for the 2022 class. Would Kobe McKenzie be reclassified as we all think he would be, and what would that do to Oklahoma's recruiting in the 21 class? We would have been talking about Lincoln Riley and how great the offense might look in 2020 and either 2021, where I think that Oklahoma's really set up to challenge for the belt. But what was going to be the crowning moment, the jewel of this weekend, wasn't a stupid country concert, for which I hate, but would have been the unveiling of Baker Mayfield's Heisman statue at a cost of about $89,000 and change, according to the OU Regent's agenda. His statue is being made. Kyler Murray's statue is being made. We expected to see Kyler Murray's statue perhaps next year. But this was going to be a great way to really show what Oklahoma football was all about for most of the recruits, of which there were probably going to be anywhere from 50 to 70, including their parents. Some of them on officials, some of them on unofficials. And Riley wanted to see 50,000, 60,000, 70,000 people show up to what was going to end up being a night game that they were going to start in the day. And after last year and how well that went over, and with spring games being official visits, all the stats were being pulled out. It's one of the things that Annie Hansen and her staff do so very well. It's also a great opportunity for us to congregate, to be around other people. And I think we are really beginning to understand what it means for us to be around other people. And we really love other people, even perfect strangers sitting next to them at ball games. And now that we know that Baker Mayfield's statue is not going to be unveiled this weekend, I can only hope that it will be unveiled at the first game for which we all can attend. And that's what's on the table right now. Because according to Bob Bowlesby and the collection of 10 conference commissioners plus Notre Dame athletic director Jack Swarbrick, because Notre Dame does not have a conference, but it does have a seat at the table, not going to see college football games until the students are allowed back on campus. And with OU president Joseph Hurwitz basically saying, we're doing online classes through the end of the summer and possibly into the fall, all of this is in limbo. And then you have most college football coaches saying, we need 4 to 8 weeks. We need 2 months to prepare for a college football season. Knowing that you don't get on campus at Oklahoma until even at the earliest August 1st means that you're pushing back the season by at least a month, which means that there are so many marquee games on the schedule that would go up in smoke if they just decided to shorten the season. And those games include Texas and LSU. They include Notre Dame and Arkansas, which was going to be awesome. They include Oregon and Ohio State and Oregon and North Dakota State and Alabama and USC and Oklahoma and Tennessee. And my goodness, I wanted to see so many of those games in the worst possible way. You know, that was one of the things that I always look forward to, is you get to see these great non-conference games that I would have hoped you'd get to see in an extended playoff, which apparently is going to be on the table 2 years from now, whether it be 8 teams, 12 teams, or 16 teams. But now I'm looking at Baker Mayfield's statue as a way to signal we are back in the Texas way. We are all the way get back to being good, that everything is as normal as it can be. Because even when sports gets back, which feels like now it's going to be one of the last things that anybody lets us have, still going to be a struggle. We're still going to have to try to find a way to come out of this economic downturn that is global and not just local to us. We're going to need these spaces where we can go, where we can feel a part of each other and we can feel like we are driving toward the same end. And at Oklahoma, one of the ways that you celebrate that is looking at those statues. The ones at Heisman Park. The ones that used to be in front of what was called the Bud Wilkinson dorm, right? With Benny and Bud and Barry and Bob. You get to say this is one of the things that we live for. This is one of the things that charges us up. And if Mayfield was not already a talisman of those things and a patron saint of OU football, he will be when we play again. And I trust Joe Constiglione and Lincoln Riley and the folks that get to make those decisions to do the right thing and to turn these affairs into something that is celebratory, meaningful, and lovely. Man, I miss college football. I miss sports. We're going to get it back soon.